Yo. What's up? You get me? Am I very gettable? Morning, morning, morning. Guten Morgen, guten Morgen. Yes, very good. Ohayou gozaimasu. Oh, what the fuck? This came as a surprise. It shouldn't. It absolutely shouldn't. Hey, what's up, my man? You good? Hey, today we're catching up with the news. Big boy news. Big dick news. You get me? Yep, 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 yep. I know it shouldn't, but still. Yeah, boy. No, good to have you. What's up? Kokstone Shoku. Hey, I created a list on X. If you want, I can share it with you. It's literally a list of upcoming MMORPG games. And so when you go into that list, all you see is the news from those games. That's it. Like, no bullshit. Because if I go on my wall, there's just everything, right? But here is like very focused, catered list just for the MMO news. You get me? Everything in here. So it helped me a lot in preparation to today's stream. You get me? Oh, I'm still kind of waking up. You know what I mean? 7 a.m. For fuck's sake, jeez. I got up like 1 hour ago. I mean, okay, I woke up 5:30, but I fucked around in bed. Just scrolled through shit, watched some stats, you know what I mean? I'm addicted by now. So it is what it is. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I'm warming up. I'm good. Look, I have so much to go through. There's no way we can fit it all in 2 hours. But I might as well just start. I woke up to buy a buy call on crypto and made half in 15 minutes. Alright, well, don't lose it then. Hold on to it, man. Yep. Really good. How is Solana this morning? Fucked up, huh? Let's see. Yep. It is what it is. It is what it is, dude. Yep. Hey, okay. So, I don't care about Solana overall. I'm trenching. Alright. Are you buying any meme coins or just because I don't know. I haven't heard you buying about meme coins before, I think. You only keep talking about Solana. Right, so by the way, Chad, we can start where we left off last week. And this is my dude, all the titles that we added to the list literally by the end of the last stream. This is Havenhold, Bellatoris, Eternal Tombs, Project Triple L. That's a lot. That's a lot of L's, man. And Stars Reach, I think, as well. And Project Q. Yes, this one. So I dug out some trailers for those games, so I'm very happy to watch them with you right now. Let me just pull up the list. So I'm gonna go here. Let me pause the music. Full degen mode, multiple Solana, and one Solana back to... Yeah, okay, got it. Okay, and yeah, perfect. Okay, so let's start from the top. We have Eternal Tombs, which is MMORPG. Again, I don't know I don't know much about those games, so I just want to have a look. What's up? Let's take a look. Oh! Oh! Okay. I mean, I must say it doesn't look good. It just doesn't. Oh shit, my light died. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna charge it up 1 second. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look good. Fuck. I mean, look, with MMORPGs, the thing is that you have MMORPGs with all sorts of graphic style. You could look at, Tibia and say animation is shit. But I think it's the way it's meant to be, in a way, right? I mean, you could get World of Warcraft graphics, the retail World of Warcraft graphics, and complain there's no physics in the mount. Or character just like there's literally no acceleration, no force, nothing. It's just right. But I think again, it's kind of meant to be that way. This looks like just unfinished. And it's just so look at how character moves. Just here 1 second. Where was it? Yeah, here. Look, the guy's rotating camera and see what's happening. That's right. Nothing happens. Do you see? Literally nothing. Look at the feet. Yeah. Oh man. Why do people go for those realistic graphics which are so hard to deliver? Because if you go for realism, people will judge you through what they know in real world, and you are setting your bar very high. Easier assets to. I was thinking about it, so you're probably right. I mean, you can get assets of the store very easily because they are like common, well known, well used in many games. You're right, but I would probably prioritize differently. I would rather spend time or money on having a unique art style, but keep the game small, or I don't know, trim down the number of systems in the game to save up on the other end, but keep it unique and different and just something special. I don't know. When I watch this, I'm just like, see, I mean, at least Pantheon. Like, if you think about Pantheon, which is an old school style MMO, they at least have some kind of unique art style. There's just like there is something to it. It doesn't look like this, right? Like, I mean, they didn't go for realism, and it's like, okay, fine. They have a vision. They have an idea. They deliberately lowered down the number of what do you call it? They went for lo-fi graphics, right? And that's fine. But here it just doesn't look good, man. Low poly, yeah, low poly. You're right. This is the word, low poly, yeah. I mean, I like how they show how it's done, but it doesn't help me to get excited about the game. Oh man, I don't think so. What we can do. We can. 1 second. Let me go back to this video. I will copy that and add a column in here. Let me do this. Trailer. And I will start adding videos as I go, because I think people might like it. I mean, I would like to watch that, so yeah, there you go. Okay. Oh, actually, we could even, to be honest, we could link. No, well, let's make it simpler. Fuck it. Actually, no. That's sorry. I was thinking to link the title, but I think title should be linked to the website of the game. So yeah, I will keep it as is. All right, we have that. All right, cool. The gameplay is so shit, so let's show how we did. Yeah, yeah, pretty much, yeah. Okay, so this is the Project LLL from I don't know, NCSoft has, like, who made that? Project LLL is NCSoft. Yes, I remember that well. All right, so we have NCSoft. I didn't watch it. I just scrolled through what's inside. That's it. Okay, this will be sci-fi, right?
나한테 임무.
루셀 기억하지?
Oh, no captions. Sorry.
알겠어.
It is what it is. Okay. That was actually quite cool. Well, this looks like. Do you guys remember when Crysis came out for the first time and everyone used the game as a benchmark for their PC? This looks like Crysis a bit, to be honest. But hey, I'm gonna say this looks actually really good. At least, you know, at least let's see the graphic. Like compare this realism to the previous game. Even I know this is sci-fi. This is like imagined, all of that, right? Great. But look, compare the lights and the texture and the environment here to what we've just seen before. And I appreciate the other game is literally an indie studio. But I think they have to get their priorities straight. Like seriously, make game look good so people want to play it. Wait, is this London Eye? Here on the left? It looks like London Eye, dude. I have seen this on... Okay, I'm not surprised actually you've seen this. Wembley Stadium, okay. Holy shit! This was a floating building. So is this MMO? I mean, where's other players at? Yeah, what am I watching? True. Yeah. Okay. Oh, there's a big boy. Okay, a fatty. Hey, fatties can't climb buildings, by the way. Alright, get him. Yeah, boy! Very good. It's so... I mean, I'm thinking about once human when I'm watching this. But still, I don't understand where the MMO aspect is. Like, he's just killing NPCs, right? The Division, seriously? I haven't played, you know? It's 1-to-1? Holy fuck. Okay, I'll take a look. But where's other players at? Wait, this is MMO, right? Korean MMO that focuses on... I think NCSoft does nothing but yeah, open world MMO. Yeah, this is it's just they didn't show that in trailer. Check the Division 2 trailer gameplay. Okay, Division 2 gameplay. Let's see.
More than any freshly launched shared world shooter to date, the Division
Okay.
2 presents a polished, well thought out initial progression path.
Yeah, pretty
At
much.
least some gas left.
Yeah. I think this is more the setting of this game is a bit different, but I get what you mean. So this one is like post-apocalyptic world, and the other game is more like futuristic. Like we got floating buildings, dude, and some kind of meta armor. So yeah, it's a bit different, but I see what you mean. Yeah, like plays pretty much the same. Okay. Anyway, okay. What else do we have? So this was to me. Okay, to me that is a no-no for sure. I'm not gonna play this game. I can't get excited about this, unfortunately. But hey, maybe someone else will. Okay, it is what it is. So you have this, and then Bellatores. Yes, this is a new MMORPG 2025, dude. Let's have a look. So this is a very short video from a small, tiny channel. All other YouTube videos were either long or just non-existent. So take a look.
We first talked about Bellatores in April 2022, and recently Korean developer New has revealed more details and screenshots for the in-development medieval PC MMORPG.
Medieval, okay.
A seamless open-world title, no map loading, Bellatores features
Holy
a
fuck.
unique character progression system that does not rely on levels or preset classes.
Okay.
Instead, players have the freedom to design their own paths based on their preferences.
Is this the combat?
in
Or is
Bellatores
this just
not
a...
constrained by the equipment characters wear. In actual combat, players can be wearing plate armor and holding a sword, but use magic as well. Characters do not have levels, and players have the freedom to develop various abilities and skills. Players can use various tactics and strategies freely to...
Well, I got muted because I can't... One second, let me take a look. Okay, yeah, sorry. Yeah, so I don't see any muted messages in the chatbot. I have to look at the Twitch chat, which is on my left. I usually ignore, because right here I have chat from both YouTube and Twitch, right? So, that's why. Yeah. Okay. But that's fine. Sorry. I'll let it in.
Goals or play styles. Realistic large-scale
I
battles
don't think this is Indian accent, by the way. Indian accent is very different. This is probably Eastern European.
based on character collisions. Players are able to use a multitude of weapons to experience each battle differently. Characters can perform diverse actions such as utilizing cover and evasion with obstacles. Battle against giant monsters which appear to destroy settlements and cause
Look, you have little Groots.
natural disasters. Participate through role-playing such as operating siege weapons. Bellatores is currently being developed exclusively for PC in Unreal Engine 5.
Thank God. All
It
right.
is expected to release in the second half of 2025.
How can the game be expected to release in the second half of 2025 when this is the only thing we know about it? Like this is look. I'm gonna type in this. Okay. Oh wait, no, there's more. Oh, okay, I know. I put this video up because it was the latest. Yes, I remember that. I mean, so there are videos from like 1 year ago about the game, right? Let's take a look very quickly. But hey, interesting, the game won't have levels. That's like, what? Okay. Terrible trailer? What do you mean? Show me the game. Oh, we got screenshots, okay. Dude. Wait. Kurwa, I'm gonna catch it. 1 second. 1 second. Here. And keep watching that lady as we play this trailer. Yeah. Oh, we got Korean Gandalf. Okay. He mad. Holy shit. What happened? Okay, it's just look, it's just a video. Can you show me the game? Oh, this is a different game, but okay. Oh, I see. So these are like different games, as in chapters in the video. So I thought I was watching the same game all the time. Okay, so we don't have we don't have any content about Bella Torres, and apparently this game is supposed to launch in like a few months. How? Where's
Well, technically, one of them was.
Where's the footage?
Pay attention to. I was initially
Oh.
confused because when
No,
you
this is all
website-
cinematic. That's just we keep watching the same clips over and over. Fuck that. That's what a crap. Holy shit. Okay, so I mean I can't even link to anything, right? Like, so if I copy this and paste it into my spreadsheet, where is it? Bella Torres, we get shit. We get YouTube. Yeah, I'm just gonna put it up. Leave a thumb down, bro. Why? Why? Which one? Oh, I don't have. Okay, I see. I don't have anything against the creator. I have issue with the fact that the game, and we don't see the game. It's a trailer, so they keep just using the same trailer in all videos, which is fine. Wait, if the video is titled like gameplay preview, then that would be misleading. But he literally just mentioned the game using the same clips as everyone else. It's nothing against the creator. I wish only the developer of the game published some kind of gameplay if it's launching soon. Like, we already have Dune Awakening stuff coming out, right? Because it's literally coming out like a couple of weeks, I think. But this game is like, I mean, if it's MMO and they're launching in 6 months or something like this, they must have been coding it for the past 5 years. They have to have something to show. There's no other way. A bit weird. There's another one, Havenhold. Oh, see, so this has like a unique graphic style already. I can't say like, oh, this is like, it's not realistic. Like, I can't make a comment, right? It's not unrealistic. Sorry, it's not realistic, because it isn't. Like, by default, by desire, by will. So okay. It looks like a trailer that I've put together for my guild in Guild Wars 2. I did the same chopping, the same style music when I just only show the big dig attacks one after another just to build up a momentum. Literally the same editing style. Okay, I mean, yeah. Like, really hard to say. I don't know why he has a tail. It's a bit weird. And are we playing furries? Yeah, this is all furries game. Like, every character here is a furry. Look, they literally transform into furries right in front of us. There you go. He's a furry now. He evolved. Like Pikachu. I'm not sure, man. Yeah, look. He's a cat. Okay. That might be a problem for me, actually. We'll see how this goes. Annie Fuchsia is playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. WoW time ended. Probably. I mean, she died. So she leveled 2 characters to level 60 using controller as a kind of a challenge. She died on Ragnarok. And that's probably the end of it. I mean, look. If I had to choose World of Warcraft Hardcore and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, I would play Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, like, without a question. Like, KCD2 looks so good. So, usually I don't... Usually, when Asmongold streams a game, I turn off. And I don't mean I close the stream, I just kind of distract myself with something else. Because he plays games that I don't necessarily, like... enjoy, especially to watch. He plays all those Dark Souls games or some kind of gacha shit. Like I don't like that. But yesterday he played Kingdom Come Deliverance literally like 1 or 2 hours into the stream, whereas he usually starts very late with the game. And so I couldn't stop watching. It literally played like a movie. It was so good. And these are like single player games that I can easily get by. Honestly, like, you play this, and I just might enjoy it. Because usually I don't play single player games. However, this one looks so good. And dialogues, everything. Well, like, it was so good, and I only watched it for like 2 hours, 3 hours. Awesome. And the reviews on the internet, like 9.5 out of 10, or 10 out of 10 even. Yeah, truly, truly good. Okay, you sent me near this shit last week, so let's have a look. Finally we have some... No, this isn't what you sent me. Wait. No. You sent me something else. 1 second. This one. Yeah.
Timothy Chalamet. Timothy Chalamet, in my opinion, gave the performance of a lifetime in what is honestly one of my favorite movies of all time,
Okay.
Willy Wonka. But he was also in Dune, and for some reason, the same people who made Conan Exiles, a survival game that my friends and I really liked back in the day,
Yeah.
Well, I thought I was so hydrated.
have now 8 years later made a full-fledged Dune game.
Okay.
I think this is.
Look at him walk.
Look at my trails in the sand.
Yeah.
God, this looks so good.
It
look,
does.
There's my worm meter. It's pulsing. Okay.
Wait, there's gonna be a war?
Surely die.
Oh, kurwa.
And
Run.
if you're like me, you're probably thinking right now, wait, the Dune game is already out? Why haven't I heard, like, anything about it?
Damn, that's
What do you mean? Like, the news about Dune game is all over the place.
cool. They're going after this guy. Oh, this guy's so dead.
But you, as I am all the time, would be wrong. Dune Awakening is not out. It doesn't even have a release date yet. So
How old is this video? 3 days ago. What? Dune Awaken... Yes. Release date. Okay, he's right. He's actually right. There's no release date for this game. It is just, yeah, this year.
then are you currently watching me extract blood from this man's butt cheek?
God,
Okay.
the placement. The placement.
Well, it's because I spent all of last week in Norway.
It's quite chilly.
It was a once-in-a-lifetime experience that I'm going to make a video about on the second channel that
Okay.
explains more and also contains lethal dosages of sappy gratitude. But Funcom flew me out to Norway to play this game.
It's only 3 o'clock and the sun is setting. Where am I?
I took a week
Well, you're in Europe. What do you mean? What the fuck? Yeah. It's just Europe, man.
off of work. I answered a lot of awkward questions about why are you going to Norway in January. I got on 2 different planes, and all of a sudden, I was sitting in a gamer chair in a room with 40 actual full-time streamers and YouTubers and journalists playing the Dune game.
Holy
that doesn't
shit.
even have a release date yet.
Alright, everyone's at lunch. This is the only time I'm gonna have any privacy. What on earth am I doing right now? I am on the other side of the planet. in a room full of people.
And on my first day there, I won a raffle to do voice lines to have my voice recorded and put into the game. So I'm going to try to keep my cool and make the rest of this video, but just know that over this past week, I have been losing my mind that this is happening right now.
Okay. Well, as long as... Look, dude, you just wasted 3 minutes of my time telling me how you went to Norway to play this game. I don't give a fuck, just show me the game. What do you mean? Like, this is... Come on, man. Okay, dying of dehydration, alright. Surprise Minecraft.
It started out like an RPG, the way I expected it to start. I created a character, I chose to be a musician turned soldier from a noble family who was disgraced and cast aside.
We're probably gonna do the same stuff, by the way. Yeah, totally. I love fucking around with character creation. 100%.
World, a grand center of the arts.
Oh, hell yeah.
A honestly really cool background.
Oh, we have an outbreak. Okay, cool. Well, we can wait. If we have an outbreak, we can wait. 1 second. I'm gonna bring myself a glass of water. All right. All right. She seems mad. Let me see. So this is. I'm still waiting for the ads to finish. But we have. So we are now looking at Dune Awakening. I don't know if there's a yeah. I think I would prefer gameplay. 1 second. Let me make it the other way around. I definitely prefer having gameplay rather than trailer, because trailer is like a essentially marketing collateral that is supposed to convince you to play the game. Its sole job is to make you pay for the game, make you sign up. Whereas gameplay, it's just, it is what it is. It's the product that you get, and if I can then judge myself without any trickery, right? Anyway, let's go back to this.
Backstory that I was super in love with and meant absolutely nothing within 5 seconds. Because the start of this game is Minecraft.
I don't know if it captured or not, but I was able to spell Bingus on a rock with the mining laser.
Okay.
And it worked. It
Nice.
the rock, so... in other words, this is a 10 out of 10.
They plonk you in the desert with nothing and say, hey, maybe you should build a house because, you know, you're dying.
Oh.
Nani?
Okay. Alright, maybe I do want the window over there.
This is a survival game for...
I wonder if the worm can destroy your house. Like, you just, you know, sleeping middle of the night and this fucker just jumps from underneath you and that's it. Right, Bybsie? Yeah, my cat agrees. Alright.
First and foremost, but just in Dune.
Oh no, I'm falling over. Oh no. No, please. Please, the flowers are right here.
So without a still suit, you are constantly drying out like an amphibian, and if you aren't sticking to the shade, this process goes even faster thanks to heat stroke.
I
Alright.
have to get sunburn. Where's the shade? Damn it.
There's tutorials for all of this, but
Usually I am against old school systems like this. For example, dehydration and starvation. I think it's just unnecessary system that not only costs money and time, but also adds the overload, like cognitive overload to the player. Among everything else going on in the game is really unnecessary. Like, I appreciate the realism, but let's make combat good instead, okay? Let's not, like, yeah, but in this case I might make an exception, because like getting hot and dehydrated and, you know, hungry quickly and all of that, it's like part of the picture. right? Like, I mean, it's like a holistic experience. It just makes sense that they in other words, systems like dehydration and maybe the temperature and getting hot, it conveys the situation that you're in. It's you're in the middle of a fucking hot ass desert, and your character just is part of it. It extends the situation onto the gamer, onto the player. Whereas, let's say I'm in Pantheon and I'm getting dehydrated, and I'm middle of the yeah. Why? It doesn't serve any purpose apart from being annoying.
I didn't need them because this is my reality every day back home.
Okay.
And I really liked it. It was not at all what I was expecting from the Dune.
Wait, you can kill the fucker? Really? What? Oh, I'm more than happy to do that. Come on. Sure.
Game.
Oh, hello. Hello. How's it going?
Hey, is this a nickname? The Mucus? I think so. Because I noticed there are no plates above the names.
Can you hear me?
You can't see who that is unless you like meet them close
Instead
up.
of doing story missions where I would have to pretend like I understand Dune lore, I was on an open map with other people where the things to do were spread out on these rock formations that, in order to get to, you had to cross the
Desert.
dunes.
Dunes. Oh
without
no.
pissing off a sandworm.
Oh, there's no way I can cross that.
Oh shit.
Worm.
There he is.
This looks like that thing. So the closest gap would be like there to there. If I die to a sandworm, though, I lose everything.
Wait, can you not like just crouch all the way?
Just every item, every article of clothing.
I'm sorry, what did he say? 1 second. What?
Normally, they just there to there. If I die to a sandworm, though, I lose everything.
When I die to a sandworm, I lose everything. That's brutal, man. What is this?
It's not like dying normally. They just ingest every item, every article of clothing.
Okay. Okay, he explained that. So dying to the worm is different. Because the worm swallows you whole. And then that begs question, then why are you alive after you die? Like, you know what I mean? Sure. So if like the death by the worm is so ultimate, why are you allowed to respawn? It's just a bit weird, but let's let that slip, okay? And then you can die out in the open in the environment by an enemy or whatever, and then you hold on to all your gear. Okay, I get it. 2 different deaths, fine.
So that would be game over. That would be game over for today. Oh, and they flew me literally across the world for this, so there's a lot.
Hey, is it me? Is it me, or do you live under constant stress when playing this game? Dude, there's the sandworm, there's the police flying over, there are probably like enemy patrols, and plus you have all the environment, the temperature, the desert trying to kill you all the time. Do you ever get a rest? Like, I would be scared to go to a toilet for a minute. Like, jeez, leave me alone for a moment. Holy crap.
Riding on this moment right now. There's the worm vibrations. Okay.
Uh-oh, run.
Maybe if I just stop moving and take it like a little bit at a time, maybe.
Oh.
Just a little bit at a time.
Ah!
A little bit at a time.
God damn it.
Here we go. A little bit at a time. A little bit at a time. Here we go.
Man, I hope there's looking for group in this game. Imagine meeting up with people for some kind of activity and everyone's need to do that. You have to schedule dungeons 1 week in advance so everyone has enough of time to get to the spot. What the fuck is this?
Nice and easy. Crouch. I'll crouch you.
It doesn't help.
I hear something. So stop right here. Stop right here.
Keep in mind, this guy has like 12 hours a day to play games, okay?
That's the game, at least in the beginning. I only had 7 hours with it, and I spent those 7 hours proving myself to be the least qualified human being in that room.
People are asking questions, like, a lot. I haven't had a single one, and I feel so stupid.
But had I not had the brain of a goldfish...
I've been that kid in the room. Yeah, people, like, you know, you go to some kind of lecture, event or whatever, and there's like a panel, and people, and they eventually finish talking, and they like hand it over to the audience, and people are like, yeah, me, I got a question. I'm like, can I go? I don't know. Like, yeah, maybe I've been to the wrong events. I'm not sure, but dude, that's mostly the case.
Once I got established and built a vehicle, I then could explore the actual map and
Nice.
get into the story and see the cities.
Nice,
And I
look at
wasn't able to
this.
see any of that, but with about 45 minutes left in my 7-hour Norwegian gaming binge, a very nice dev tapped me on the shoulder and said, "You want to fly an ornithopter?"
Yes. Who says no to this? Okay. I kind of see why he compared the first chapter to Minecraft. It's like you start with nothing and then you build up. But when I hear Minecraft, I don't necessarily see that part of the game. Instead, I see the building part. And there was very little building. He just put together a few walls so he can survive, and then crafted a vehicle. That's not much of a Minecraft, is it? I think it's just it is what it is. I mean, it's sandbox MMO, so that's what you get.
And this is where things got weird. The entire server, suddenly and unexpectedly, unlocked the power of flight. It was like giving monkeys a fighter jet.
Oh, look, everyone.
The entire server unlocked the power of flight. Is he now just being clever with words? Or does he literally mean, just like in Ashes of Creation, the world has to level up to unlock features and things? Like, for example, if you want to have some kind of big mounts, then you have to work as the entire community to level up the husbandry and unlock recipes and unlock all the stuff that you need for them, right? Like any gatherings as well. Is I like he probably won't go ahead and specify that, because this is a question I would have. I would raise the hand on that.
Everyone has it now. Oh man, this is wild. So I can finally go up north.
There was a sudden burst of exploration and vehicular homicide, but I realized pretty quickly that the map was way too big to explore even in 45 minutes with an ornithopter.
Yeah,
Tiny portion.
yeah,
Tiny little portion is all I've covered.
I bet.
Damn.
And it really didn't help either that I kept getting distracted by how insanely gorgeous the scenery looked from the air and just
Yeah.
crashing into things.
Whoa.
I mean, look, the scenery looks fucking beautiful. But hey, this worm didn't look good. Look at this worm again. Look at the worm submerging again. Look. So he's gonna, yeah, watch this here. Watch.
Crashing into things.
Whoa.
He's just gonna like lump underneath the sand.
Whoa.
This game
I
is
don't
very
think it
much a
works
work
that
in
way.
Progress still. Again, it doesn't even have a release date yet. But even in this state, it already looks absurdly good.
Oh. I need a new graphics card. I need a new PC. I need a new...
Yeah. Oh my god. I thought about exactly the same thing at the exactly same time. And I went beyond that in my head. I was like, fuck, how can I get my partner to play this game with me? Shit, she needs a new PC as well. Fuck! Okay, chat. Well, there goes the dream of living in Japan. We gotta buy PCs. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. What can you do? Yeah, I mean, men's gotta play, right?
Everything.
I I don't know about you, but this was my first experience in a Norwegian gaming dojo, and whatever supercomputers they had this game running on were rendering it in at 2K, 120 frames per second, while recording the gameplay at those same stats.
Ooh, can I thread that needle?
Whoa. Whoa, that's so cool.
Yesterday they
Holy
showed us
shit,
how they
he crashed
played
100%.
This map, like on a PC that was probably more expensive than my car, just dragging and dropping
Yeah, I was like, that's why I said, hey, we have to trade the house in Japan for a new PC because this is like equivalent cost.
these entire levels in. You see the command prompt running a million lines a minute.
I desperately need a new PC, but until Reddit decides if the 5090 is trash or revolutionary,
Yeah.
I'm stuck editing this video.
Yeah,
at
rely on
1080p
Reddit for
60
sure.
frames per second, like the peasant that I am, and you have to wonder why I'm losing my mind looking at a floating eclair.
Damn. I hope this comes through in the recording. This is so pretty.
It
But
is
as
really
the game
nice.
was ending, I realized the one aspect of this game I got no experience with was the PvP.
Before we jump into PvP, Twitch allows now to stream like 8K bitrate, so you can play this game in 4K or even more if that's what you can do, and have users or have viewers see the same quality as you do. It's crazy. You probably won't even notice that, but as Mongol switched from he signed up to being a partner, right? Sorry. And as he partnered, he got access to a higher bitrate. The quality of the stream got like 180 degrees. It's crazy difference. So when we play a game like this, I hope, like my internet is okay. I only hope my PC can sustain the quality of it. The high quality of it. So I do have a separate streaming PC which offloads all the streaming drama. But nonetheless, I mean, I'm running AM4 CPU and I have 4060. So we'll see. I mean, if the game is well optimized, it might be just fine. But oh man, I wish I could play this on like ultra big dick settings. It'd be so good. Fuck him.
Don't.
Shots were fired.
Don't do it.
I did plenty
Ah,
of things
very
that
good.
was awesome.
Shot him in the back.
The
Yes.
was awesome. The combat with
Very
the NPCs
honorable.
was awesome. But there is PvP in this game, and I heard stories of it happening while we were there, but everyone I ran into just kind of ran away from me like I smelled bad. And to be fair to them, I probably did.
Drinking your own liquefied feces.
Oh, that's fun.
And that does
What a
not
game.
count as hydration, by the way.
But the devs said PvP is meant to happen in the deep desert anyways, which is this game's equivalent of RuneScape's wilderness. It sounds really cool. In
I don't know
theory.
what that
You're
means.
supposed to risk your life and loot and vehicles to go in there and harvest spice and then try to make it out. But the combat I did in the starting area,
So is it like-
NPCs, really makes me wonder how that PvP will work because it's Dune. They put
So, first of all, what I understand from this is that PvP is constantly on. You can literally just swing a knife at everyone. Doesn't matter. As long as they're there, you can try and kill them. But also, I'm thinking if the desert action that he mentions, that deep desert farming and grinding, is more like an extraction in Dark and Darker, for example. So you pop into the desert, and you gather as much spice as possible, and then you pray that you can escape with it. It sounds like an extraction kind of thing, right?
melee combat on the exact same level of effectiveness as gun combat because of the Holtzman shield, and if you don't know what that is, I don't either, it's Dune lore.
Okay.
Actually, nothing.
But my main takeaway from this little preview of the first 7 hours was it's a really good, really unique survival game that
Yeah.
I wanted to keep playing even after an entire day of just binging it straight through lunch.
Fire is survey proof. This seems like pretty high ground, but we could go higher.
I would 100% play this game. There's just no question about it. Oh, kurwa! Okay, there's fall damage. We don't have to test then. Yeah, because I always test, but now we know.
Alas, I was in a gaming dojo in Norway, and I needed to go home.
Toggle headlights.
Oh, no. But as I took my ornithopter back to my dirt shack for a final goodbye, one last incredible thing happened. We all knew that we weren't ever going to see these characters again, and so one by one, every single person at this event started to feed themselves to the worms.
Oh no. So
It was beautiful. Nature.
okay, I think. All right, I think I misunderstood the death situation. We have a big death situation here. Yeah. So actually, the death by worm is ultimate. Oh no. Oh no, this is. There's a lot at stake.
Nature was truly healing, and I figured if it's the last thing I do in this game to determine whether or not the starting knife can kill a sandworm, then my journalistic duties would have been fulfilled.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no, you have awakened. Ah, I thought it was the end of it. So it isn't actually. Okay, fuck that. I keep running in circles, but now you can actually resurrect after the worm kills you. Chapter 3, okay. Hell mean what?
After the gameplay session was over, and my character was being slowly digested inside the belly of a worm, I was slowly digesting what I just played through, and I am uniquely unqualified to review any game. But for what it's worth, coming from a common smooth brain, I'd say it's a fantastic survival and base building.
I like this guy's language, by the way. There's something about the way he talks. That's very interesting.
Game where you get to explore a gorgeous desert world with the best worms money can buy.
Squish me.
Yeah.
Squish me. Squish me. Squish me. Squish me. Damn it.
God damn it.
Ooh.
The worms we saw in the beginning area were all individual unique worms. The devs said that there are between 8 and 12 of them, each with their own unique territories and slightly different aggression stats to give
Ah, holy crap.
If a worm was attacking another player, you could run across that worm's territory while it was busy.
Is he right there?
Very nice. So, technically, you can have a scapegoat that pulls the worm onto himself and then have the rest of the group just run across the desert, right? That would be easy.
I don't like this. It's time to drink piss.
And the worms in the late game are apparently much bigger. They kept calling these worms small, so as long as the cities are cool and have interesting contracts to do and characters to talk to, this game will be a 10 out of 10.
He's got some chompers.
The endgame spice raids and clans and politics system sounds so cool. You can have players vote for different spice policies on the server, which gives everyone buffs or debuffs depending on their house affiliation.
Lol.
But I think hands down, the part about the endgame that I'm most excited for is me.
Very good.
Like I briefly
Of
mentioned
course.
earlier, I am in this game. I'm under NDA about what type of enemy I voiced because it's towards the end of the game, but if you set this enemy type on fire, it's me screaming.
There's no way. There's no way.
Or if he finds you and alerts his friends, or if he loses sight of you and is sad, or his grunting when he attacks, or his gasping as he dies. All of those lines could be one of the ones that I recorded. They even asked me if I wanted to be credited with my real name or Happy147 for the voice lines. And that right there, if Happy147, the gamer tag I came up with in middle school for Xbox Live, is in the credits for the Dune game, that will be the thing I owe the internet most for in my life.
Holy shit. That sounds so good.
Here. You have clothes that... Okay, bye.
Steal him.
Everyone's just afraid of each other.
But for any of the usual smooth brains who watched the last couple videos, that's why I've been editing weird. That's why the atomic mirror brains lay abandoned and rotting. I've been in Norway playing with worms.
I was looking at my worm. Sorry, I was looking at my worm.
I can't even begin to say thank you enough.
It's
Again,
so
I do
pretty,
this for fun
honestly.
After work, the fact that I was flown across the world for that is mind-blowing. To the one
Yeah.
Funcom employee who watches my stupid channel and threw my name out at a company meeting, I don't know who you are. I didn't get a chance to find you or thank you, but thank you for the trip of a lifetime. To
I
the
can't
people
wait to
who
fly.
Still put up with the weekly slop borderline reaction content I make of me just playing games for fun. Thank you.
God, this suit looks so good. I really, really wish that it would just let me drink my own pee.
It has been the honor of a lifetime to keep you
Yeah,
company while you
sure.
poop.
Liquefied feces.
Yes,
Woke up
dude.
tomorrow and it was 2019 again.
Suck
I'd
him
do
up.
It all over again. So like this video if you want to.
Oh, wait,
Go
what?
today if
He
you're
can
really got
fly?
nothing to do. Go wish list Dune Awakening on Steam if you want to set me on fire when this game comes out. And the last thing I have left to do before I get on stream today is yell at the people who give me so much money every month that I was able to extend my trip in Norway for a week and go sledding.
Very good. Very good. This is nice. No, really good video. Holy shit. It's crazy. I never heard about the guy, about this content creator. But yeah, this looks so good, man. I like seriously. I can't wait to play this game. I don't care much about all the cinematics and lore, etc. I mean, it won't be as good as the movies anyway, or the books even, right? But hey, there's something about it. Like, yeah. My only fear is that I'm really bad at shooting. And so the PvP will annoy the fuck out of me. Because I won't be able to kill anyone. Like, I might as well just let go of the keyboard and the mouse when someone attacks me. There's no way I can defend myself, I think. Well, unless I'm just assuming wrongly that everyone's the Shroud, okay? And maybe there's someone who can't aim either. But then that would make me think they won't take up a fight. Or start up the fight. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, this is pretty good. In fact, you know what? I like this video so much. I will put this in the spreadsheet. Where is it? Dune. Dun, 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 dun. YouTube's. There you go. Chat, if you want access to the spreadsheet, just let me know. We can totally do that. And then let me see. Okay, there was one more video about Dune, but I don't want to repeat myself. This video is actually made by Fancom from the event that the guy was playing from. So it will be, yeah, tons of interviews and shit. Yeah, I don't care about that, to be honest. That's fine. Fuck it. Okay, we have watch later. I wanted to check this one out.
Which is kind of a limitation.
Let's have a look. So Chad, this is the history of MMO, a very short history of MMO. And I wanted to go through it so I can better understand where we're coming from as a MMORPG community. And I think this video is very good in particular because it goes so back into the history that it doesn't just start from World of Warcraft. Ironically, this is the first keyframe, but I mean, like, the story in real life, like, World of Warcraft wasn't the first MMO, right? We all know that. And there was so much, like, we had first MMO in the 80s. Can you imagine that? So I want to make sure I cover all of that. So I wanted to check this video out, but hopefully maybe we can fill in the gaps with some information that we already have that they don't have.
Today, I need to talk to you about a serious flaw in our education system.
Yes.
And I don't just mean here in the UK or in the US, I mean globally.
Okay.
Everyone's teaching maths, science, geography, but no one...
Yeah, they should teach the lore of Elwyn Forest.
is teaching about our great and rich heritage. No schools are teaching the history of MMORPGs.
What a crime.
So I've taken it upon myself to give you a brief history.
I wonder how big of a salary a teacher like that would have.
And please take note of my use of the word brief. I'm not going to be listing every single MMO that ever existed in this video.
Yeah.
I'm just going to give you a quick guide to where MMOs came from.
Hey, you back, kurva.
Years. I hope you enjoy it.
You've joined the right moment, dude. Such a good moment.
It may surprise you that for us to fully understand where MMOs came from, we have to go further back than the original EverQuest
game.
Yeah,
for sure.
In fact, we probably have to go at least 20 years prior to the launch of EverQuest. This takes us back to the 1970s, when we first started to see multi-user dungeons.
Yeah, I read about this on Wikipedia. This is one of the first MMOs that ever... Like, anything that reminisces MMO, this was it. Can you imagine this shit? Back in 70s. 70s, kurva. Boys, we've been around for a long time. Okay? How did you like Sandpepe MMO? I really like that. Can't wait to get my hands on it. It's just... It looks so good. 100%. Like, my only fear is PvP, because I probably suck at it. And the PvP seems to be on all the time in the game.
to come onto the scene. Multi-user dungeons, or MUDs for short, were actually just very simple text-based games. They were
How will the shoot? Okay, look, like we played PUBG. You did most of the shooting anyway. You gonna be the shield? Do you mean the meat? I'll try to shield, but hey, I'm probably gonna end up dying anyway.
were developed essentially by hobbyists, as they weren't even being developed on a commercial basis at this point, and they weren't even played over the internet. Now, this is obviously due to the fact that the internet didn't exist back then, which is kind of a limitation. However, they were...
Hey man, they have 384 players in this game. Well, they had. Enter your character name or type new. Oh dude, this is... They were literally playing MMO using the command line. Ow. Oh my god. Fuck me.
Were played on smaller networks, the kind that you'd find at universities. In fact, the very first multi-user dungeon was created at the University of Essex in the UK.
Wow.
And apparently it was responsible for a lot of failed exams and MMO addiction. Of course, as with anything new and innovative, businesses eventually wanted to turn it into some kind of product.
Sure.
And this is when these MUDs started being developed on a commercial basis. And obviously at this point, the internet still wasn't the place we know it as today.
By the way, see how they call it MUD? Multi-user dungeon? They don't call it MMORPG. Because I guess 380 people isn't necessarily massive, but... Yeah, they were just coming up with the genre, and for back then they just called it MUD, multi-user dungeon. It reminds me of the game, the Fellowship. They literally did that right now. Like it's a 2025 version of what we're seeing right now on the screen. It's just multi-user dungeon. You go to the dungeon with multiple users.
And these games were played over proprietary networks such as CompuServe. This meant that they were actually incredibly expensive to play, and often you even had to pay by the hour to play them.
Wow.
Now, this is quite a hard concept to get your head around for a modern gamer playing games like World of Warcraft. For example, if I had to pay for every hour I played World of Warcraft, I probably would have bankrupted the next 7 generations of my family.
True.
The whole theatre of the mind component of these games became less of a requirement.
Wait, Neverwinter Nights are that old? What? This is... Look, 1993. Oh my god.
The release of the first graphical MMO. This was called Neverwinter Nights, and that's not to be confused with the 2002 game with the same title.
Okay.
As the 90s progressed, internet access became far less restrictive, and the genre started to take off on a far greater scale. The first really big title to hit the shelves was Ultima Online in 1997. This was actually the time at which the term MMORPG was first coined by Richard
Ultima Online OG, holy shit.
Garriott, the creator of the Ultima series. Things started to really heat up at this point, and Ultima peaked at around 250,000 subscribers. This is of course nothing in comparison to what we see nowadays, but bear in mind that gaming as a whole was far less mainstream back then. And not just gaming in fact, but internet usage too. So really, 250,000 subscribers was a pretty big deal at the time.
I played Ultima Online. It was great. I didn't play it when it was cool. I played it very late, like literally a few years ago. Really cool game. 100%. I can see why people still play it until this day.
2 years later, a brand new IP turned up and quickly knocked Ultima from the top spot. This was EverQuest. EverQuest managed to pull in upwards of 450,000 subscribers.
Well, oh, you can't see. We got Gyat over here, so clearly a good marketing choice.
Subscribers at its peak, and is often credited as the game that
I mean, it's just all women on this poster. They knew what they were doing, right?
The genre itself.
Yeah.
People lost years of their lives to EverQuest, and many continue to play and enjoy it to this very day. The game set a new standard for what we expected from MMOs. The way that players interacted with each other, and the way that they needed to work together in order to accomplish sometimes even the simplest
Never
of
played
goals,
this game.
created one of the strongest online gaming communities you can imagine. Of course, EverQuest and Ultima were not the
What the fuck is wrong with his eyes? Holy shit. Did you see
strongest
that?
online gaming communities you can imagine.
Look at this guy's eyes.
Of course, EverQuest and Ultima were not the only two big titles of the late 90s. There were actually several others, but the one that would be criminal not to mention is Asheron's Call. This was another important title that helped to shape and define the genre, and it's considered to be one of the big 3 MMO titles of that era. After the success of these 3 games in particular, there was no going back.
What is this?
RPGs were poised to take the gaming world by storm, and it was only a matter of time. At the turn of the millennium, we saw a lot more MMO titles start to release.
Wait, Asheron's Call? I never heard this shit. Asheron's Call. Oh, so basically Lineage. Yeah. I mean, it looks like Lineage. Okay. No. Okay, sorry. Okay, I zoomed in, I realized how wrong I am. No, it's nowhere near Lineage. But, proszę ciebie, it is the era of MMORPGs that Pantheon, the Rise of the Fallen, is taking inspiration from. So, by understanding how those games looked back in the day, we can kind of understand why Pantheon looks like the way it looks. I mean, obviously, Pantheon doesn't look... Oh, this is actually a low res. 1 second. Obviously, Pantheon doesn't look like this, right? It's not that bad. But nonetheless, it is a bit, like, square-ish, you know? And quite flat on the texture. And that is by design.
Developers were driven by the successes of Ultima, EverQuest, and Asheron's Call, and were all hopeful that they could cash in on the next big title.
Okay.
Therefore, between 2000 and 2003, we saw the release of several games that were also significant contributors to the genre. Dark Age of Camelot launched in 2001, and is still...
When I played Ashes of Creation, I heard this one. Apparently, they had... Can you imagine? They had realm versus realm versus realm situation. You see, you have 3 realms in the game, and there were like those huge, big dig battlefields where everyone would just kill each other. Like crazy. Back in the day? How?
Still talked about fondly to this very day.
Yeah.
The game's large-scale PvP battles were revolutionary at the time, and
Yeah.
set the precedent for realm vs realm combat in later MMOs.
True.
We may even be about to see a spiritual successor to the game in the next year or so, with the currently in development Camelot Unchained. Interestingly, Camelot Unchained has actually been crowdfunded by fans, so the demand is clearly still there. During the very same year,
Half-augured.
Anarchy Online provided us with a break from the medieval fantasy of the 90s MMOs.
Anarchy
The game
Online?
was applauded by critics for its size and scope. Though looking back, it was perhaps a little ahead of the technology
I don't think I played
available
it.
at the time, and it wasn't a massive commercial success when
No,
compared to
it
some of
looks
the other
shit.
titles
It's
from that
sci-fi.
era. We also saw the release of some other big titles such as RuneScape, Ragnarok Online,
Yep.
Eve, and Lineage during this period.
Yep.
And that's just to name a few. However, in 2004, the most significant event in MMO...
So, by the way, most of the time when we refer to MMORPG, people mean like the latest... I guess the latest age of MMO, which started in 2001. That's when exactly like Lineage 2 came out, RuneScape came out, Tibia came out. When they got popular, when they got into the sort of mainstream for gamers. World of Warcraft was obviously the breakthrough. However, they all are in the same boat. And then the age before that is more on the side of technological constraints, the network limits, and yeah, just experimentation rather than having a fully evolved gaming genre.
MMO history occurred, and the genre exploded in a way
Yeah.
that most had not thought possible. World of Warcraft hit the shelves in November and it brought in 5.5 million subscribers by the end of 2005, smashing all previous records.
Wow!
The game then went on to achieve around 12 million subscribers by the end.
I'm getting shivers. This game was so... It was so fucking good. It was so well timed. It had everything right. Love the shit out of this game.
2010. Many factors influenced the game's success. For starters, it made the
Dude.
MMO genre more accessible and easier to understand.
So
Also,
good.
Believe it or not, you didn't need to invest as much time as you did in previous titles in order to make progress. Additionally, the game had a strong IP and storyline that players had come to love when playing the Warcraft RTS series. So combine this with the fact that Blizzard were in a strong position financially after the success of their other games, and that previous MMO titles had started to bring the genre into the mainstream, and maybe we can go some way in explaining the game's success.
I will say though, did you notice what he says? That the game, the World of Warcraft, when it came out, it didn't require the same amount of time investment as other MMORPGs back in the day. It was just easier to jump in, easier to continue playing, easier to level up, easier to obtain new shit. Like the progress felt faster. Do you see a pattern? It's exactly the same right now. You can jump into WoW retail and get to the max level in one day pretty much. Yeah, like the gearing, exploring and learning shit, it's just so fast compared to other games. Maybe that's something they've always had in mind. Maybe they're just sticking to their own roots. I don't know, but just I never think about it in that regard. So yeah, just a food for thought, really.
Many of the old crowd weren't pleased with the apparent dumbing down of classic MMO features that we'd seen.
See, what the fuck? History repeats itself here. People, look, WoW comes out 2004, and all MMORPG players used to RuneScape, Tibia, Ultima Online are unhappy about the game dumbing down the genre. What the fuck is happening with WoW Retail right now? It's dumbing down the genre. I'm telling you, it's the same shit. Different toilet. The same thing, same pattern. Everything is the same. And we just keep complaining in the same way we did 20 years ago. Maybe it's time to quit complaining. Holy sh... I need to write a tweet about it. Holy crap. I have to. Yes. This is crazy.
Earlier titles. However, to me, it was a thing of near perfection.
Yeah.
I was just about the right age to start getting seriously involved.
Yes.
Honestly, Classic WoW is still probably the greatest gaming experience of my life
so
far. But we're not here to talk about my nostalgia.
True.
EverQuest 2 launched that same year, but many of the original EverQuest crowd were disappointed with the release.
I mean, compare this shit to what you've seen just before. There's no way. There's no way,
this,
dude.
coupled with the fact that WoW totally eclipsed the game's launch and was stealing the vast majority of new MMO players, meant that EverQuest slowly started to fade into the background. The more recent cancellation of EverQuest Next seems to have put the final nail in the coffin for the series, but I'm still hopeful that someone will resurrect it with an awesome new title one day. Don't get me wrong, EverQuest 2 is still alive today and has seen some degree of success, but the days of EverQuest dominating the MMO market are long gone.
Yeah, sure.
Following
I
WoW's
can see why.
success, we entered the era of the WoW clone. Everyone wanted a
Yes.
slice of the...
Look, if you look at my browser, what do you see here? A folder called WoW clones. And you know what? Best part is, these are not all of them. However, some that I found are just simply dead. No website, no Steam page, nothing. So, like, there's no fingerprint. There's nothing to try, to install, to watch. So, I like, discarded them. But these games, you can still fucking play them. Can you imagine that? WoW clones living 20 years later since the game launched. And when I mean WoW clone, dude, it's like Wishlet. Sorry, it's like WoW Wish on Wish. Alibaba WoW. Seriously. It's so close.
The killer profits that Blizzard were making. And rather than trying to innovate and create the next big thing, many of them just decided to copy WoW's features and basically just put them into a different universe with its own lore and perhaps a unique spin on a few minor features. And guess what? Unsurprisingly, it didn't work.
True.
Game after game crashed and burned during this era.
True.
Businesses went into administration and no one managed to get a significant slice of that Warcraft money.
Nope. I think that the reason why World of Warcraft was so successful is because they had established franchise. You have to remember that in 2004, when the WoW came into existence, people already knew Warcraft 1, Warcraft 2, and Warcraft 3. these were huge titles, big titles. People already knew who was Anduin. People knew who Sylvana was. Like you can't compare that. It just, yeah, there's no way you can have any hopes of getting some kind of market share from World of Warcraft when you launch a brand new franchise without this kind of solid foundation as a lore, as a world, with loyal fans, with people cosplaying as your characters. Just this is like a momentum you can't recreate very easily.
Bottom line was, no one was going to beat WoW at their own game.
No.
They were too established, their game was too polished, and their players were too invested.
Exactly.
The only games
The
to
last
survive
one.
that era were the ones that did things their own way. Sure, none of them have reached the heights that World of Warcraft has, but WoW is essentially an anomaly, and these games have achieved impressive levels of success by any other measure. The first of these games was Guild Wars,
Yes!
a game that saw great success by taking an alternative path to WoW, marketing itself as a more casual game that focused on its realm versus realm PvP aspects.
Yep.
Another big factor to influence the success of Guild Wars was the fact that the developers decided not to ask for a monthly subscription fee. Once you purchase the game,
as a little kid, you had no idea how much it meant to me. So I don't have to beg my dad for money.
it was yours to play forever. This offered a nice option to players who wanted to get involved in MMOs but didn't want to pay monthly to do so. In 2007, Lord of the Rings Online hit the market, and it saw reasonable success. Much of this could be due to the fact that it was working from an incredibly strong IP.
Yes.
This essentially gave it a
likely.
solid differentiator from WoW. However, I feel it would be unfair to claim that this was the only reason for the game's success, as it's still popular with a smaller group of players today and has seen multiple expansions positively received.
Yeah, they actually launched a new expansion just the other week. I very, very recently. So if you guys haven't checked out Lord of the Rings MMO, then yeah, you might want to give it a go. I got bored in 30 minutes, but hey, who cares? That's just me.
Another strong IP that was unfortunately less successful was Warhammer Online,
Oh, I played this.
which released in 2000.
Warhammer.
This was a game
Big
that I
dig.
was very excited about at launch. I love the Warhammer
Yes.
universe, and
Yeah,
I think the
I
art
logged
style
in
lends
as
itself
fuck.
perfectly to an MMO. However, due to a steady and significant decrease in player numbers, when it came to renewing the license agreement with Games Workshop, the better option was to simply shut the game down. I guess we're going to have to keep waiting for our Warhammer MMO. Then, in 2010, we saw the absolute disaster of a release that was Final Fantasy XIV.
Yep.
Performance issues made the game almost unplayable.
It's very interesting. When I go back in time, like this is the year I moved to the UK. I was deeply invested in World of Warcraft back then, but I'm surprised that I've never heard about this game when it launched. I only heard about it like a few years ago when I got, when I put myself out there, let's say this. I broken up with World of Warcraft solely, and then started learning about things that happened in the past. It's almost like coming out of prison, you all of a sudden the reality is different. And maybe that's the sole reason why I didn't care about any other games, because I was a typical WoW player. All I cared was WoW.
And it demanded a system that was out of most people's budget to even experience that. It wasn't long before servers closed, with developers stating that the game just didn't meet the high standards of the Final Fantasy series. However, the resources of Square Enix are vast, and they don't give up easily, and this disaster launch actually paved the way for one of the greatest comebacks in gaming history. More on that later. The next really big MMO release came in 2011 with Star Wars: The Old Republic. This was a game boasting an IP arguably stronger than any of the previous mentions. It's also the most expensive MMO ever made, costing an estimated $200 million to develop, which
That's like one car in GTA 6. Like one car model. Yeah, that's nothing. 200 million? That's literally nothing.
actually makes it not just the most expensive MMO, but also the third most expensive video game ever made. Number 1 and 2 are GTA 5 and Modern Warfare 2, if you were wondering. But despite this level of spending and a record-breaking launch, the game didn't turn out to be that popular, and it couldn't maintain its subscription model. It soon switched to a buy-to-play model with an optional subscription, and for a while this breathed a little new life into the game.
I don't know how about you, but I've never played. I think I logged into the game and I played it for like 1 hour maybe. I don't know. I'm just guessing, to be honest, but yeah, I don't know. It never landed with me, to be honest. Like maybe because I'm not a sucker for Star Wars as a franchise. I do love all the movies. I watched all of them multiple times, but I'm not like overly hyped about the franchise, about the IP at all. It's just okay, Star Wars, fine. Like it's sci-fi, so again, I'm not a fan. But because Star Wars, I've grew up. So I grew up with Star Wars around me. I kind of got used to it being here, and I know stuff from it. But it's just like, yeah, I don't go to the cinema watch Star Wars movies at all. Like I'm not hyped about it. Maybe that's why I never played MMO. We have some viewers who played Star Wars: The Old Republic, and they love it. So I guess, yeah, there has to be something to the game. It's just not for me.
But as of right now, its player numbers have dwindled significantly. The game itself offers what I believe to be some of the best storytelling available in an MMO. But aside from that, it's essentially another title that went down a route just a little bit too similar to Warcraft, and it just couldn't gain its share of the market. Moving on to the more recent launch...
I think this is the worry of most publishers in MMORPG, that they're gonna invest all that time and money, and they're gonna get labeled as WoW clone and die within a month or two, or just never succeed, really. I mean, you can keep reviving corpses, right? But eventually it just doesn't make financial sense. So that's why, like, Riot just decided to not do it. To not push the initial idea of their MMO, because they probably realized it's too close to what we already know, and they learned from the history that it just doesn't work out very well. So, yeah. What I'm saying is, if you want to get to the same level of success as World of Warcraft, you have to come up with something completely new. And I don't know what the fuck that is, but it has to be something completely new, dude.
Launches that have actually been very successful. In 2012,
I bought that, yeah.
we saw the launch of Guild Wars 2,
True.
and once again, it proved that...
I only bought it because I was sucker for Guild Wars 1. Just to be clear, I bought the collector's edition. I was so hyped, and maybe it also helped that my friends were really hyped about this game. I bought it, and I had lots of fun. I actually played it like last year, 2024, quite a lot. I bought the latest expansion, etc. I appreciate the IP for sure, but it's probably because I am big for Guild Wars 1, and that kind of like carried over the tradition, carried over the hype.
That it could offer an alternative to World of Warcraft, rather than trying to be a direct competitor. Once again, it offered a buy-to-play model that did not require a subscription fee.
That was
and
strong
again, we saw a
part.
focus on casual gameplay. Though it is worth mentioning that some hardcore content does exist. To be honest, the results speak for themselves, and Guild Wars 2 maintains its position of one of the most popular MMOs to this day.
Yeah, I think the reason why Guild Wars 2 is so popular is because it doesn't have the subscription. And it is 100%, okay, 95% horizontal progression. There's no, it's as casual as it gets. If you have 30 minutes to play MMO each day, go for Guild Wars 2, because this game will respect your time the most. But if you're the person that's min-maxing on stats, on progression, on shit, I think you won't survive very long in the game. It's all about gathering flowers and jumping puzzles. Yeah, it's very soft, dude. Like, so if you're that kind of shit, then maybe, yeah.
The following
Give
year,
it a go,
we
it's
witnessed
free.
one of the greatest comebacks in gaming history. Final Fantasy XIV was relaunched as a Realm Reborn.
Yep.
Square Enix never gave up on their dream of a Final Fantasy MMO, and they rebuilt the entire game from the ground up.
Holy
This
fuck.
time it actually worked.
It took them 3
that was a
years.
positive start. However, it did far more than that, and it has become one of the most popular MMOs on the market, and is quite possibly only second to World of Warcraft itself, which is pretty impressive considering where they were in 2011. Then in 2014, the Elder Scrolls series took a stab at the MMO genre with the Elder Scrolls Online. And despite a pretty weak launch, it became one of the most successful games in the genre.
I never liked Elder Scrolls Online, to be honest. I remember vividly having good lore, good quests. The dialogues were phenomenal, but it never stuck. I don't know. There's something off about it. Maybe because you can play as a lizard or some shit. I don't know. It's just the IP that I don't enjoy very much. And Final Fantasy, by the way, just going back to the previous example, you can feel the age of the game when you log in. And they say you have to like put 60 hours into the game to enjoy it. I mean, do you hear yourself? It's just... yeah, it's just stupid.
As with the Guild Wars series, I believe that ESO owes its success to providing an alternative to WoW, rather than simply trying to clone it. The game offers a solid storyline, as you'd expect with an Elder Scrolls title, and it has its own unique twist on the traditional MMO combat system. It did actually launch with a subscription fee, but as with so many other titles, the developers soon realised that it wasn't sustainable, and now it's available as buy-to-play. Now, something quite interesting started to happen around the 2012 to 2014 period, and that was the slow but noticeable decline of the World of Warcraft player base. It's important to note here that WoW is still the largest game in the category by far, and it's not even close to being dead.
Unfortunately, Blizzard isn't publishing any active player stats. Like, you just don't have something like Steam DB charts. So it's all speculation, by the way. Keep that in mind. Like, we don't actually know. Like, I know Belor Gaming is doing a great job in trying to sniff that out, and he uses different points of reference to create a picture that is most likely to be true, but it's never like 100% accurate. Like we don't have the actual numbers. And by the way, nor we have for Guild Wars 2. Now, the Guild Wars 2 and Final Fantasy are both on Steam, but they also have their own launcher, which was the original idea. So most people own their original launchers, whereas Steam is just a little fraction. So when you go to check how many players play Guild Wars 2, there's like 2,000. And apparently it's like 200k, right? So I don't know if that's true, but apparently they say that is true.
But it was always inevitable that players
but they can
would
say
start
anything,
dropping off
right?
after a while. And maybe some were just done with WoW, or perhaps even done with MMOs in general. But a surprisingly large group was simply not happy with the direction that WoW had taken.
Yeah.
They wanted it to go back to how it used to be, and at the time there weren't really any games offering an experience similar to classic WoW. So along came Wildstar, a game created by some of the ex-WoW developers that promised the hardcore experience that this group of players would crave.
Yes. So that idea of forcing group content on players was the death of this game. You couldn't do anything in this game without having friends. And guess what? Most people who play MMORPGs don't have friends. Yeah.
Craving. Sadly, they were unable to deliver on this, and the game didn't manage to gain the player base that
no,
they hoped for.
It looks so
it's
good.
Still going, but it's essentially now supported by a fairly small group of...
I was so hyped about Wildstar.
So much for that dream. But after the recent announcement from Blizzard, we know that Classic WoW is on its way. The next big launch, and to be honest, the last particularly significant launch in the West,
Never
was
played
in
this.
2016 with Black Desert Online. BDO is pretty unique in this list, as it's one of the few Eastern MMOs to see significant success in the West. Its blend of fast-paced action combat and deep skill systems has found the game a comfortable
I know you
spot in
tried
the
to play it, but...
And that basically brings us to the current state of the MMO market. Right now, the only big developer that I'm aware of that's developing a brand new MMO is Amazon Game Studios. And right now, they're keeping their cards pretty close to their chest.
We know
so
that New
we don't
World,
have very much detail. And then, like I already said, we have Blizzard redeveloping the original World of Warcraft game, which will likely bring in millions of
This
players,
video is
but
old,
we
by the
can't
way,
really
you know.
call it a new MMO. So Amazon and Classic WoW aside, there seems to be a reluctance from big developers to invest in new MMOs. And to be fair, who can blame them? They've just had a decade of trying to emulate WoW's success and mostly failing. However, the smaller studios haven't given up hope, and they're willing to build a game for a smaller group of players. These games might not provide mass appeal or bring in billions of dollars in revenue. However, they may just provide a subset of MMO players with their dream game. As I've said in other videos, I believe these studios are our best hope for seeing a new and innovative MMO, at least in the near future. In particular, I've got my eye on Pantheon, Rise of the Fallen,
Chronicles of Illyria. We know how that game turned out. A complete scam. Oh, it was demolished by community. Oh my god, it was so brutal. But hey, Pantheon is out, by the way. Just, I can tell, yeah.
Chronicles of Illyria, Ashes of Creation,
Yeah.
and Crowfall. I'm not going to go on about them here in this video, as this video has been about the history of MMOs,
Yeah,
not the future.
Yeah.
However, I have covered them all on my channel.
So my thing is with this video, like, it's not necessarily like a brief history of MMO. Like, it depends how you define history, but to me, I was more looking for someone to go through the Wikipedia article, the history of MMORPGs, in a nice, concise way, because the article is like 20,000 words. And the guy just showed, like, MMORPGs chronologically, right? So it's like hardly a history. It started off good because he mentioned a few interesting pointers of how things came together, but then he just started listing MMORPGs one after another, which is, yeah, it's a bit weird understanding of history, but hey, it is what it is. Anyway, yeah, so that's pretty much it, what I wanted to see. Now, what else do we have? Let me put some music on. Where is it? So, Archage Chronicles facing a beastly monster. Okay, so they do have some assets from Archage Chronicles. All right, I mean, yeah, that looks fine. You know, well, we'll see. I don't know much about the Archage Chronicles apart that it's launching. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We seen that. We don't. Okay, this one. Let's watch this one. I know Neri was complaining about the engine in Pantheon Rise of the Fallen, and they are upgrading to Unity 6. So I don't know what's the difference, but the guy is supposed to tell me if I can make it louder.
The nighttime, I'm really pleased. Really pleased. The volumetrics, you know, the lighting, the volumetric lighting that it's able to do.
Holy shit. This looks nice.
In Unity 6 is really nice. Like, you can kind of see, you know, the point lights actually kind of exist and sit inside of the kind of the haze inside of the environment.
Yeah, that's really nice.
It's really cool, like, how it all has come together in Unity 6. Like, it's like,
wow, what a difference.
I don't know. I don't really know how to describe it, but from our perspective, like, going into Unity 6, it just seems like everything kind of is clicking.
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure. Look, have you so is this the difference? Look, so this is now, and this is Unity 6. Holy shit. Are you kidding me? What the fuck? This is insane. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to see this live in the game. Wow. When is it coming? You guys do still plan on actually releasing the game, and they say it's been on Steam since December, but it's not a release actually. Yeah, we actually mean like release date. Looks fantastic, it really does. When is the next patch? That's yeah, I don't know. They don't say, but this looks so good. Unbelievable. There's something I wanted to watch regarding Stars Reach. Did you guys hear the Stars Reach? Oh, I think this is the video. Yeah. So this video is 3 hours. Don't worry. Okay? It's fine. I won't watch 3 hours of a video. But this came out 1 day ago. So one of the developers was one of the content creators was invited by developers to play the game with them for 3 hours, and this is the raw footage. Now I will just click around because I want to look what the game looks like. It's a sandbox MMO, basically, full of glitter and fun. Okay, so let's take a look what's from the start.
Hey everybody, welcome to Stars Reach pre-alpha build. Now, before we get started, I want to explain what a pre-alpha build is, especially about it raw.
Okay.
I don't know how well this will work, but there you go. That actually worked really well. Awesome. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, there's more coming in here. Hello. Oh,
Okay.
where did you go?
What
In
have you got?
Minecraft style. Let's just say every meter talks to the next meter. They have different information, different tags on them. They're highly they're pretty much intelligent. I think the wording I was given was basically they're like their own AI in a sense. Like they're that smart. Like you can have a tree that could come alive and all of a sudden eat you out of nowhere. Like everything is its
Okay.
own entity basically. It has its brains, things like that. Look how pretty this is. So this is the world border here.
I don't know if I would use the word pretty. I think this guy is a bit of maybe a bit on copium. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Let's see some more.
Grass and stuff like that as well. I'm not sure if we're doing this quite right. And like I said, I don't know how much this is fully implemented right now. But yeah.
What's going on with this water? What is this?
Water definitely is moving. So.
Wow, water is moving. Holy shit! Wow, that's good. Okay. Okay.
There you go. That is so cool. But like I say,
Oh, what the hell?
This is like the
What's going
erosion.
on?
Things get a little weird looking. Remember, early alpha here.
Sure.
Pre-alpha, sorry. It's not even early alpha. But yeah, you can see it filling in there, which is
okay.
None of that.
So this thing is this like beam is the main way you gather materials, as far as I understand. You interact with the environment the same way. Like you don't have pickaxe, you don't have wooden axe, nothing. You just have this weapon, right? And that's why the guy keeps shooting the weapon at stuff.
That exists. The idea is your friend could be playing on this for years. You can join in, and you guys can actually do things and enjoy things at the
I mean,
away,
I signed up to the test, right? Obviously, of course I did. But yeah, it has a long way to go if I'm to be into it.
Basically, obviously, if you're gonna go hunt really mean creatures and things like that, you might need to go out there and have your
What
friend
is
lend you
this?
some armor
What's
and something
happening?
like that,
Why is
obviously.
this world
You're not like-
regenerating? Like growing a limb. Okay, what do we have? What else? So these are like talents, I think. So you have civil engineering, botany, which is okay. So some kind of engineering, gardening, fighting, hunting, ranger, mining, and wood logging, right? Woodcraft or whatever. And these are the talents. Okay, it's fine. It seems quite simple. It's quite basic. Like, but everywhere I look, the guy is just shooting beam. Water is such a hassle for games. And you say this water is really wow? No, it isn't. This?
Kind of thing. There's also something called erosion, so that's what's happening as well. This is part of that smart sim and stuff like that. So
So the water movement.
the erosion happens. There's soft dirt there, there's sand, things like that. So
yeah, I think if they still need to polish it, but I think they're on the right track with that one. Yeah. Do you know how hard it is to deal with vortex water? No fucking clue, man. As a gamer, I don't really care. I want it to look good.
guessing this might have been a little bottom of a lake.
Yeah, I mean, look, this water looks shit.
I don't know if this was.
Where is it flowing? It's a closed pool. Why is the water moving even?
This might be a good example of somebody draining the
Yeah,
entire lake.
just the movement. I get it. Yeah, I understand what you mean. That makes sense.
Stories of people,
Like the physics of the water, essentially.
Holes in and taking out entire lakes for fun. So.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I'm sold on this game to be. What's this? Oh, what? What the fuck?
So we're looking for yellow. Oh wow.
What?
Talk about getting disoriented. Kind of cool how easy that was.
Where is we? What?
There you go.
Okay.
Looks like that might be green, but it's a little hard to tell. Hopefully they'll be able to change these beams and do the yellow, like for example the beam there. Actually, this might be yellow.
It looks like I don't know. It's like some kind of No Man's Sky knockoff. So what's this space thingy? So you can there are planets in the game? Yeah, you're mining. Okay, I get it. I mean, at the end of the day, this is Sandbox, so the entire gameplay is fucking collecting things, right, and building with them. So I'm not expecting anything else. Oh fuck. It looks like a mobile game, to be honest. It's just
Now,
not sure.
yeah, I don't think this is where we need to be. Isn't prospecting, extracting, yeah. So if we go like this,
I mean, if the developers ever watch me talking about this game, they
Not showing
might
anything
not
or something.
invite me to the test, to be honest.
doesn't matter who we kill then.
Yeah, so you're flying into space, collecting stuff, landing on a
Something
planet.
really weird
It's
with
pretty
the
cool
flight
system, but we've seen that before many times and done on another level than this one, right? One thing is to make what the water go somewhere once it is possible. The other thing is, what if huge amount of water moves, will the main container go lower or remain? I see. Okay.
I guess we'll kill you guys since you are the same thing for what we need.
Okay, there's a projectile to it. Like a projectile trajectory. There you go. Hard word. Okay, fair enough. I think I've seen enough. It's okay. Yeah, it's fine. I don't think I'll be big on this game unless we play as a group and just fuck around for a while. But then again, it won't be about the game. It will be about the friends coming together to have some fun. It is called volumetric water. It is really high level shit for dev engine. So the guy from Pantheon mentioned volumetric lighting. So I guess there's volumetric everything, right? Like just yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, Anvil Empires is still undergoing. There's nothing new about this. Heavy Step PAX Day. I actually haven't played PAX. Did you guys play PAX Day? Do you even own it? Yeah. It's unbelievably pretty. It's literally jaw-dropping. I don't know how good the game is now, because when the game launched really, really early, Asmongold played it with a huge group of people, and they obviously managed to build great stuff. However, the trouble was that most of the game, like honestly, 90% of the gameplay was gathering resources, which is fucking boring. It was so boring, and it's like crazy boring. Crazy boring, dude. So you would work for 3 hours to build the chest. The storage chest. I'm like, oh my god. Honestly, and yeah. So Asmongold's community was able to progress faster because they were like collective mind, right? Like everyone's working together, thousands of people at the same time. You, when they join the game, you don't have that advantage. So it's very slow at the beginning, or just slow forever. I don't know if they've done any tweaks to it, but I'm not happy to spend 3 hours chopping stone to build a couple of bricks, okay? Yeah, the grind for mats, exactly, that's what I mean. I don't mind grinding for mats, but in this game it just feels so hollow and shallow. Yeah, like meaningless. I like building, but with it, like, I like a point for builds, like in Valheim. You build bases and defend from raids. Yeah, so it's all about the merits, it's all about the purpose. It's all about having a reason to do something. I agree 100%, like, there's no other way around that. So this is Star Reach. We have Quinfall update, but this is an old update. Yeah, okay, so this is something that I found on X. This is it. And also, I do have an article that mentions indie MMOs. And I don't think I heard about all of them. So I'm gonna just take a look quick. So we have Broken Ranks. They released some kind of a roadmap. Broken Ranks apparently is already out. And if I remember correctly, it's a Polish game. Let me take a look. Yeah. It's Polish game or it's hyper popular in Poland. So if you scroll down, for some reason it's really proud for them. One second, where was it? Story combat system? Ah, fuck. I've seen it somewhere. 100%. I don't. Maybe it's a different game. There was a section on a website that said the most popular MMORPG in Poland. Literally, that was the title. Maybe I fucked it. I think it is this, right? Let me see the trailer for it. What's this game? Oh, it's open beta, so it's not out yet. White Moon, okay.
In a world where no one is safe, where your country is conquered, where all is lost, stand up against all odds.
What the?
And find your path in the new world.
I mean, that looks cool. Holy shit. It's like somewhere in between being drawn by hand, like on a graphics tablet, like, you know, illustration, but 3D. It's like a weird blend. Holy crap, this is nice. I love this.
Among the sorrows of every
life
and simple joys, push your limits.
Ooh, big boy.
Outsmart.
Ah, I know. Okay, yes, this game is turn-based. Yes, so the combat is turn-based. So it's MMORPG with turn-based combat. I never liked turn-based combats. But the last time I played one was Heroes 3, I think, or something like Another Life. So I'm not even gonna use that as the judgment for the game because I honestly, I don't know what's my current preference. I'm just going off on the shit that I thought like 20 years ago.
And slay them.
I just hope it's not like Shadow Raid. Raid. What's the Shadow Raids, right? The game that everyone's advertising, Shadow Raids or something like this. Or Shadow Legends, or something. I don't remember the name. Holy fuck, that was... What? That was brutal! Wypierdalaj mi z tym kurwa okienkiem! This guy got split in half. That's it. Literally. Whoa!
Create a place to call your own. Face threats alongside your friends, or become a threat yourself.
Sure. Nice. Oh, big boobs. Very big boobs. Yes. Whoa, dude.
Join us now at brokenranks.com.
I mean, where am I? How do I exit this? Thank you. So what's the state of this game? Where are we with this? Holy shit, this looks awesome. Look at the style of this game. It's like a painting. Independent studio, you see? They were successfully developing the world of the Pride of Tern for over 10 years. I don't know what that is. You'll be able to explore it in our next title, Broken Ranks. Aha, I see. So it's like Azeroth to World of Warcraft. They have Tern in Broken Ranks. I get it. Right. Whoa. Okay. Is this? Okay. So let's say I click like registration. What happens? Okay. So there's no Steam. Nothing. They have their own launcher, which is. Let me see. Broken Ranks. No, it's not here. Broken Ranks MMO. Let's see what we know about this. Oh, they have EU, a separate website. Polish, see? I told you it was Polish, kurwa! Polish MMO! It launched in 22? How? Oh shit, the website is a bit fucked. Let me refresh. Yeah, there you go. See? Not sure what is worst, indie MMO or Polish MMO. Well, I haven't played any Polish MMO, and I haven't played any Indian MMO. Or is this a... yeah. Well, Indian, indie. Sorry, not Indian, indie. But you're comparing country to a genre, so I don't know how that compares, like apple and oranges, you get me? Hey, I'm actually interested. I'm genuinely interested. But if this game has already launched, does it have any going on Twitch? Broken Ranks. I bet there's a Russian guy playing this. Let's see. Oh, fuck. No one is streaming this game. Why? Is Broken Ranks a real game? Broken Ranks is awful. 3 years ago. Okay, so this game is just... this game is already out, so... I can't put it on the list, but nonetheless, I learned something. So we found it through this news, and it says... there's a roadmap that includes addition of Act 4, pet rework... Okay, that's fine. Core Punk we know about. So we have... Elethor. Some kind of new gears coming to... Okay, X. Ember Sword if you're currently subscribed to the Embers Adrift. These are not new MMOs. These are just updates. Farwoods. Project Gorgon? So Project Gorgon developer Sandra Powers has passed away. How old is this game then? Edengrad? What Edengrad? Edengrad or Eden. Quinfall we know about. Okay, Prosperous Universe. Oh, Polish MMO, really? Fuck, how many games have we made? Scars of Honor? I don't know any of those games. There's 4 people playing it. Well, it's not dead, right? So during the open alpha, the server is up 24/7. So wait, is this alpha then? Oh my god. Okay. Why should we play it? It's the game that believes in community. It's a game about organic stories. Your characters are not prescribed protagonists in a preordained fantasy archetype. But what is Farwoods? From technical is graphical mod. Okay, so multi-user dungeon. An old school online RPG inspired. Okay, so it's a very old school. Very old school. Holy sh! And you play as a rat. Oh boy, is this actually... Is this out or not? Because if it's not, I can put it on a spreadsheet. Of course, I'm not gonna play it. Jesus, but... It's on Steam! What? It's not MMO. It's co-op. Okay. Loftia MMORPG. MMO. Okay, it is MMO. Oh my god. Okay. It's like Animal Crossing kind of thing, I guess. Ah, fuck. Similar to games you've played, Throne and Liberty and Guild Wars 2. In what regards, dude? How? There's nothing compared to. Just because they're all MMOs doesn't mean they're the same. Jesus. Okay. Project Gorgon. Alright, what do we have? Is this out? It's out for sure, right? Yeah, no, this game is out 100%. It's fine. Scars of Honor, community-driven free-to-play in development. Okay. Hey, I must say, the combat looks alright. Have you seen... Look how smooth the combat is. Yeah. Test... Hey, they are... Free open stress test. They are testing. It's not launched yet. Shit. All right. Okay. Scars of Honor. Let's have a look. Scars of Honor. MMO. New classic. Nah, I don't need classic. Let's take a look.
Scars of Honor is a new open world free-to-play MMORPG that currently is kind of working through that. And
can I see gameplay?
The different race types they have, the different classes they have, depending on the race.
You can be a demon.
Start different places on the map. You know those classic MMOs where you choose or
no pay to win
in those tanned lands. You know, if you choose a different type of class, you start in that. And not only that, this game has a bunch of content, everything from PvE to PvP. It's going to be scaling in dungeons and raids. So it's going to be dungeons and raids for you guys, characters and classes that you need. And you
can I see gameplay?
Through some different strategy if you're challenging the hardest content.
Yeah, I don't need, I need to see gameplay. Just give me a gameplay. Okay.
Scars of Honor.
Wait, this is the same video? There's no gameplay. Where's gameplay?
Scars of Honor is a new...
Oh, here. Okay, 2 minutes in.
Yet, but they are...
Fuck. Come on, dude.
Are getting closer to...
Just give me the gameplay.
To get that good gear and good grind that you're putting in the time, you will probably do very good in both PvE and PvP. Now, they're doing something very cool and unique, which I really like. I don't know how they're going to execute it, but the game will have some type of weather changes. So
nothing new. Like literally weather changes are like in all MMOs right now. I feel like it. At least like I know Ashes of Creation and Quinfall. 2 from the top of my head. That's it. So Pantheon has that too, by the way. Yes, yeah. It's nothing extraordinary
to buy. So I am looking forward to this again, guys. I have to say, when there is actually developers that actually care about their game.
This came out 1 year ago, so the state of the game is probably vastly different right now. Live gameplay, September 2024.
Here. Well, let's go.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's start.
Holy shit! Show me.
Start with the screen itself.
Hey, this looks like some kind of preview with Steven Sheriff from Ashes of Creation. That's really cool. All right, so we have. LOL Green Hell is Polish as well. I'd never heard this title.
So give us a minute. Come on, guys. Come on.
Okay, it has Pantheon vibes to it, to be honest. It really does. But the combat is much smoother.
I want those yeses to be bigger than mine.
Okay, shut up.
Oh my god, oh my god, look at this. Oh, this is the storm.
Oh, that's the storm.
Sorry.
Guys, okay, let's... I mean... It's nothing like overly pretty. Come on, calm down. Don't oversell it, okay? Show me the game.
These ruins. Chat, let us know. Do you like this kind of endeavors? Do you...
I don't care. Combat, like... You're standing and talking. Give me a combat... boss, like, crafting, like, show me something. Jesus. Where is it? Or is... Oh! Maybe it doesn't exist. What about it?
The clouds.
Yes, I will follow you, sir. So
look, you don't even leave footprints in the snow. Come on.
To not always unveil everything, so you just press the menu bar and you just click sign, and here you go.
There's
your right away
genuinely
calendar.
not a single
We have
combat in the
decided to take
entire
a bit of a
video.
different approach where we
Nothing.
allow
The most boring video I've ever seen. Oh, 3 months ago. Let's see.
You can, but you're probably not gonna win.
Show me the game. I don't care.
Everything should have a counter.
Okay, this is a city.
it's
This looks nice.
Like when he said, it's rock paper scissors.
This looks
but
alright.
Rock paper scissors is the moment.
Look, again, they went for their own like style. I can't, like, I'm not gonna complain about it because it's just their own thing, right? Like it looks cool. It looks holistic. It looks polished. It's okay. It's fine. But what I liked about the website, they showed the combat in the background, and I'm really trying to get to the bottom of this.
Silence, and it is kind
Okay, okay, something's happening.
Counterintuitive for the really a good counter for the mages, and it is an amazing.
Okay, so we tap target.
DPS.
Tap target. Okay.
Class. That's all of you that love.
I mean, the shooting bow looks shit, to be honest.
Truly enjoy. Of course, here as you can see, again, we don't have the auto attack that pretty much clicks a right button and it just stays at the place. You see the 3 different animations, and we did the error, of course, to stay at a place together while a ranger was, a knight was engaging. This is the entrap, which is the smoke bomb, which is creating a silence effect to everyone who is inside upon cast.
It's okay. So the combat is just very basic.
The so-called auto attack, which
it's fine. It's very dynamic. It's I guess it's okay. Like, I think what I don't like in games is when I can't move when I cast, or yeah, it's just weird. Do you guys remember when Throne of Liberty came out with their beta release or whatever the release that was, and people couldn't swing the sword while moving, and the internet just went ape shit on them? I hate that. I hate things like it just ruins the pace for me. I know I need moving. I still think one of the best combats in MMORPGs I've seen is Guild Wars 2. I keep comparing games to that because it's just so smooth. And to be honest, WoW Retail has also a very, very smooth combat system. Like, literally, it feels so good to like fight in World of Warcraft. Like this, just the sheer act of swinging, casting, moving around, targeting. It feels very, very polished. I don't care what you think about balance of skills and shit like this. This is meta level. I mean, like, honestly, just the physics of the combat is so good. Oh, that's a fatty.
Something that
Beer mage, yeah.
Time precisely, because casting this will not allow you to move. Something very interesting that you can do is really always try.
He just said it. You can't cast and move. Maybe that's why I don't play casters very often in games like this. It's just because they don't feel dynamic enough. I don't know. But hey, we got a new MMO, another one. And then Villagers of Heroes. Villagers and Heroes. That's probably out already. And there's the store right there. You have to spend money. Anyway, okay. Wait, Chad, we found 2 new MMOs, but it is what it is. It's 9 a.m. I need to go. Now, we have big news. Chad, I will be away for the next 10 days. So starting Friday, I'll be away 10 days, which means we will miss 2 weekends of streaming. Okay, I've already put the vacation mode in the schedule on Twitch, so you can take a look how it lines up in the calendar. But I'm just giving you a notice, and also I will post that info on Discord so everyone knows as well. Just for your information. But it is what it is, and for now, I thank you so much for popping over. I really appreciate it. That was absolutely awesome to catch up with all the news. We still after all this time, we managed to find 2 new MMORPGs. That's crazy. So I'm gonna put them on the list right after I disconnect. And for now, I wish you a very good day. And I will see you around. Thank you so much. Bye bye bye. Matane matane. Bye.